for this Saturday knitting episode. And I am so glad that you're here. I hope that you come on in and settle in and let's chit chat. If you're here live, welcome. We're going to wait for a few people to show up because I just jumped on in. So I'm going to just wait a few bits just to see who might show up. I know I'm a little later in the afternoon today. Ooh, just clean my glasses. Let's see. Oh, there you are. I can see you now. Okay. Awesome. My first question is always, what is in your cup? And so I have Crystal Light lemonade. Very refreshing. I needed that. I also have hot coffee with a little bit of half and half. Let's see. That's good too. Very, very good. And hey, come on in. Let's chit chat a little bit. Let's see what is going on. Hey, Patty Myers, good to see you. Hey, Miguel, good to see you. Good to see both of you this afternoon. Well, for me, it's afternoon. I think probably for you, it's also afternoon. And yeah. Looking forward to today. So, my topic for today is knitting essentials. Like, first of all, what is a knitting essential? And then what can go into that category? And then do you have it? And what did you think were essentials? But if you are a long-term knitter, which I am not, have you discovered what is really not as essential as you thought? So, and then I've got a couple new what I consider essentials. Who knows, down the line, I may not consider them essentials, but right now, I am considering them. Aloha, Naomi. How are you, my dear? I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. Come on in. Hey, como mai. Come on in. Barbara Riggle Baker, hello. I'm so glad that you're here. Well, I'm so glad y'all are saying hello to me so I can see who is here. It's so nice. It is so nice. And, come on in. I'm glad to see you. Super, super glad to see you. Yes. Let me see. Oh, well, you know what? So with this Restream, which is what I'm using right now, instead of StreamYard, you can actually see the difference in this yarn. With StreamYard, all it looked like was black yarn, and it's not black yarn. Because remember that that sweater that I started that has like the purples and the blues and the teals in it? That's this one right here on the end. And it does look dark brown, but it's not. Oh, Barbara. What does my shirt say? Are you ready? Are you really ready for this? I don't know. It says, don't mess with old people. And let me see if I can just bring this up. And then here's a face that only a mother could love. And it says, we didn't get this old by being stupid. And this is a gift. This was a gift shirt from my sweet sissy, Tanya. And so she gave me the shirt and I loved it. It's very comfortable, very, very comfortable. So I wear it quite a bit. And it's funny because I get complimented on it, usually by ladies who are not currently taking carp from anyone, if you get my drift. And usually ladies of a certain age. So coffee's good. I'm so glad that I have it. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you. And so, yeah, today has been a strange day for me. How has it been for you? I always want to know what's in your cup. And that was on my thing. I told you what was in mine. I have 2 cups, one with Crystal Light lemonade and one with coffee. And so what's in your cup? I want to know. I'm highly influenced. So Connie from Just Another Stitch, she used to drink Crystal Light all the time. And I had gotten out of that habit. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I want me some Crystal Light. And I started drinking it. And now, see, she's the one that got me into it. Now, Naomi, I know, drinks Liquid IV because she can't have the fake sugar that's in Crystal Light. So, because it gives her a migraine, and we definitely don't want that to happen. So she drinks Liquid IV. Also sounds pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Patty. Patty's on it. Look, essentials, needle stoppers, ChiaoGoo needles, check, check. Stitch markers, check. Zipper pouch for goodies. Check, check, check. So I went to Etsy and I am amazed. Okay, Etsy has some pretty good things for not so much money. There are project bags that are out there that are $60 to $100. And I'm talking about on like the websites, not through Etsy. I'm talking about on the websites. Now, Etsy, they may have some that are really really pricey too, but I don't shop down that aisle. Okay. I don't shop down that aisle. So I actually did get a project bag and I did not pay that much money for it, but wait till you see it. It's in my thumbnail. So yes, wait till you see it. And I kind of have my things hanging out of it right at the moment, but look, is that the most sweetest thing you have ever seen? I mean, look at that. It has dark blue at the bottom, and then at the top it has like a little paisley light blue. And because look, the little chickens on there. Oh, isn't that sweet? I just couldn't resist. So I did go to Etsy and I went to Robin's Nest Knits, and so I did buy this from Robin's Nest Knits. And I think she had a couple left. It's a drawstring, so it's a double drawstring. Ba-doop. And then it does have this handle on it. And this handle I really like because this is the kind of handle that you put on your arm and then you can carry it around and knit. So it's not just a carry bag. It is an active knit or crochet bag. And I am here for it. I'm here for it. So see the way it's angled? See the way it's angled? So you put your arm in there and then you hold your work and you have your yarn in there and yeah, good to go. Isn't that awesome? I love this. Hello. Hello, Connie. How are you? I am doing great. I am doing great. And then Connie says, oh, do you like that? I like this too. I'm really liking it that I can stick this in my purse. I can close it up, stick this in my purse, but I can also just carry it around with me. So, if I am, walking, you can walk and work your crochet or your knitting magic. And you can take it with you to doctor appointments. I did on Friday. I took this with me to a doctor appointment on Friday. And while I was waiting for hubby to get his eyes checked, I sat and knit. Yes, I did. So yeah, that's awesome, right? And so then you just open this up. And what I like about it is that it has the two sides to pull. So you can get this all the way open and no worries, no worries. So let me pull this out. So here is my work. I know it looks like I just jumbled it. I did try to fold it. It's getting a little bit big for this project bag, and that's okay because that means that I am getting closer and closer and closer to the end. So yeah, I am loving it. Loving it, loving it. Okay. So let's see. Am I in the middle? Yeah, I thought I was. I thought I was in the middle of a row. Okay, so this is it. Yeah. So let me show you. Okay, let me show you my current whip, and it is, of course, it's not blocked, and I'm in the middle of a row. I'm going to start working on this row in just a second. But look, I have gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm on my 5th color. And this is it is not a skinny cake. It is a Caron big cake in boysenberry. And so as you can see, you know, I've got more in there. I think I've used about half of it, and I am a little over half of the yarn for this one. So yeah, I am really, really, really pleased with the way this is going. I'm really pleased, and yeah. So I'm going to do a little bit of knitting, if you don't mind. You know, I'm a brand new knitter, so I'm still learning, and I'm still processing, and I'm still doing things, you know, the way I can figure it out, right? So, but I think I'm doing okay. So this is just a basic stockinette stitch. So every other row is an increase row, and I do knit front and knit back on the second stitch. And I found out after I started doing the second stitch that I was supposed to be doing the first stitch. So anyway, I just kept with the pattern of doing the second stitch, and so so that side kind of has a consistency. I've made mistakes. I've made a few. So, oh no. Oh no, Connie, your tummy is hurting today. I'm so sorry. Oh, Miguel says a local friend of mine sews project bags and has a website. She made me one with chickens. She did? That's amazing. That's amazing, Miguel. I love it. I love it. That was really sweet of her to make one for you with chickens. And I mean, when you can find a project bag that has something that you love, then you need to go for it, right? So apparently, a lot of these project bags, and I've been watching British shows and shows from like the Netherlands and Cornwall, UK, and maybe a Canadian or two, an Australian or two, and they say project bags. So I'm like, this is a project bag. I'm crazy. I know. So anyway, let me bring you down just a little bit so you can see me knit while we chit chat. And that really is amazing. Miguel, I love it. I love it. So then let's take a look. So this is my 2026, the year of something new, which is why I am knitting, because you know, I have always tried knitting since I was a teenager, and I never ever finished a project. And so here I am. I have finished several projects, and I can't wait till this one's done. This one I'm going to block, and I just haven't decided if I'm going to use like a thick towel. I don't have the needles, or those little pins, rather. I don't have the pins that I can block with yet. So I got to get those. They're not expensive. They're a couple dollars for the pins. They're the little T-pins. And so I'm excited to do this this knitting project and get it completed so that I can block it and then truly see what a difference blocking makes. And then I have my Sophie scarf that I need to block. And so, yeah, that's what I am looking forward to. Um, Big time looking forward to it. And so I don't have too much to go here, so that's good. Um, so, how long, if you are a knitter, let me know how long you have been knitting. I am really curious to see if you are a long time knitter, if you just took it up, like let's say over COVID. There were quite a few people that learned to knit and crochet during COVID. I know Connie was one of them, weren't you, Connie? Um, and I think that she learned to knit first, and she found knitting to be a lot easier than crochet. Um, and see, here I am. I've just crocheted my whole life, and with a little dabble here and there into knitting, but never completed a project in knitting. So, anyway, do you need to go out, Roxy? Do you need to go out, baby girl? Okay, let Roxy out. I'll just be right back. I'll be right back. Okay. Come on, Roxy. I'll let you out. Come on, baby. There you go. That's good. Whoa. Okay. All righty. All righty, Ro. Righty, Ro. Here I am. Okay, let's see what y'all are saying. Naomi, you're having tummy trouble too. And you're having fun watching how excited I am for knitting. That's neat. I love that. I love it. That's a true friend right there, right? Roxy, what you want, baby? I thought you wanted out. Um, so yeah, now one thing I've decided, I crochet for fun, and I've been crocheting for over 50 years. And I give my crochet projects out everywhere. I give them out all the time, right? And but knitting, I believe I am knitting for myself. I don't think that I am going to be knitting for anyone else, like to make a project for anyone else. I don't think I am. Um, Knitting is harder for me. It's not that hard, but it's a little harder, and it's a little more time consuming. And this kind of feels like a me thing, which I know that kind of sounds a little selfish, but oh, Patty, you've been knitting for 48 years. That's amazing. That's amazing. And Connie thinks she learned in 2019, either 2018 or 2019. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, so I'm thinking like this shawl is mine. I'm not giving it to anyone. Um, the Sophie scarf that I made is mine. I'm not giving it to anyone. I want to make some socks. Um, Also mine. I don't currently wear socks, but I want to learn how to make socks. And here's the thing, if I can make a sock in a day, and so make two socks in 2 days, or however long, I don't know. Or if I just, take projects along and make some really cool socks, if someone in my family gets excited about the socks and says, can I please have this pair of socks? I just absolutely love them. Of course, I'm going to give them to them, but I'm not going to um, gift them unaware, which means that they're going to have to say, oh, I really like that pair of socks. Can you make me a pair? And then I will either give them that pair of socks, which is probably what I'll do. I probably won't take commission on socks or anything like that, because knitting is something that is new for me and it is fun. I am completely enjoying it. So, and it's even made, which is really weird, it's even made my crochet journey a little more fun because it has, I don't know, it has sparked a little extra energy into my crochet. Yes. Oh, I do. I watch Crazy Sock Lady. So I do watch Crazy Sock Lady, and I have her. In fact, I was just watching yesterday. I was just watching for entertainment her tutorial on the vanilla socks and on 9-inch ChiaoGoo needles, or the circular needles. I think it's something that I can do. I really do. And she was showing how, yeah, how to bring even the toe together with or without using DPNs. So double pointed needles. So anyway, okay, so here is the shawl, and it is not bad at all. And see, so the shawl, actually, this is the top of the shawl, if you can see, and this is, so it would go like this around, or the other way, with this in the back and then bring it around. So yeah, I am super duper excited over this. And let me see. So like this, um, so it's going to have some interesting way of striping by the time I get done. And so yeah, I love it. So this is one of the sides, and the side that I'm increasing on is actually going to be the side that, do you see all of that? All of that stitching? You see the little border there? That is the side that I have done the increase on, and that's the side that's going to go around the neck. So very nice. I'm loving it. This is the asymmetrical um, oh, I don't know what it's called. I don't know. It just lost me. But anyway, I am excited about it. Super excited about it. And so yeah, that, thank you for indulging me while I finished that row. And I have something else to show you. Something else that, oh, thank you. You don't think it sounds greedy? Thank you. It's just that I'm so new at it. I'm not ready to start making for people. You know what I mean? It's like everything that I make is a big deal to me. And so I'm going to keep it to myself, for myself, because it's such a big deal. With crochet, some of the things that I make are a big deal, and I'm really proud of them, and I'm like ready to give them out. But it's not as personal. It's not like the first time I ever did this, or it's not like the third project in my life that I've ever made in crochet. It's about the 3,000th thing that I've made. So I want to show you something else. So last week I did show you this, which is a project tote bag. It has 3 and 3, 6, 7, 8 pockets on the outside, no pockets on the inside, but it's nice. It carries. And so I have my I have another project bag that my Aunt Pat made for me, which I really like. It is also with chickens, and I'm loving it. I really am. It has a really beautiful red inside and red handles. It is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. And so I've got that in there. And actually my what is that called? the wrap that I'm doing is getting so big that it's not going to be fitting in that little project bag or project bag soon. So I'll have to put it in here, which is fine. Absolutely fine. So yeah, I've got that project bag. And then inside here, you know, inside this case, I have my ChiaoGoo needles, but I didn't show you, I did not show you last week, this. This is also ChiaoGoo. And this, wait till you see. Look at these. Look at how tiny these are. So tiny. So these are 5-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch cables, and they're twist cables. And then look in here. So it has a little snap. So it goes from 2.0 millimeter, 2.25, 2.5, 2.75, all the way up to 3.25. Wow. Wow. So let me see. This is 2 millimeter, 2.25. What are the differences in these needles? Look at that one. Now this is, they're both 2.25. Oh, the length. Looky at the length difference. They're both 2.25 needles. And look, how tiny are these needles? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely crazy. So these are what I will use for socks and just make them in the round. It's called a vanilla sock because you don't have to think about it. You just have to, do the knit one, purl one, all the way around and around and around until you get the length of the cuff that you want. And then you just do the stockinette stitch all the way around till you get to the heel. You make the heel, then do the stockinette to make the foot part, and then work on the toe. And looky, how tiny. How tiny. So as you can see, I haven't actually taken these out, and I was like, I did not know why there were 2 rows of exact same size knitting needles, but now I do because one set is shorter than the other. Wow. So there you have it. And then you just combine these with whatever size cable you want, and you have that small of a project. Now, if I did the tiniest with the tiniest cable, I don't know that I could actually make that work. That would be like miniature, right? I don't know. But anyway, this is a set of needles, a set of cables. Let's see what else is in here. Aha. Okay, it has the rubber gripper that you can screw in the cables into the needles properly. And then, okay, and then in this section here, let's see what's in here. Oh wow. Little pins to tighten, and then another little gripper, little tiny stitch markers. And these are for ends. They put ends in them. And then looky here. Look at that. Interesting. So it's all tiny. It's all tiny. So I do have that for when I am ready to start doing socks. I'm not ready to do socks yet because I don't have any sock yarn. So let's see. I really like the way ChiaoGoo puts their needles in a nice case. I like that it's not just in the pouch, but it's in a case in a pouch so that it is really good. Ooh, Miguel says, Barbara, I just got a super deal at Michael's. What did you get at Michael's? Miguel, I want to know. I want to know. I do. So I also went on Etsy because I had all of my Clover, Tamora, bamboo needles all loose in my bag, in my tote. And so I found this on Etsy, and it is handmade. Look at the quality of this. It's handmade. Really, really nice. And let me open both sides. It's two sides, and then it has two sides to a middle. So here is a section here, and it also has a section where you can put crochet hooks as well. So if I ever get an extra set that I haven't lost, all of my crochet hooks, I may put some in here. It doesn't have a lot of space for crochet hooks because a lot of them are for steel hook crochet hooks. Do you see how skinny that is? But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. 5 spaces. And then there's a zip pouch. So I can put some essentials in there. Stitch the needle stoppers, my scissors, and some darning needles. And then I have some knitting needles here. And then I have some DPNs behind here, still in their package. So they're still in their package. And then I have these knitting needles still in their package. I have 3 sets of knitting needles that I have not used yet. They're still in their package. So I'm going to keep them in their package until I can't get them back in and out. And then I'll just put them in here. Similar to what I did for these 2 sets here. So anyway, there's some nice pouches, nice areas where I can, and this one, let me show you this one. Ooh. So this one actually has multi-levels, 1, 2, 3, 4 levels, and it doesn't go down very far, but, oh, looky there. I put my little stickers. When, that's right, I didn't show you that. When I got my project bag by Robin's Nest, let me put these back. When I got my project bags from Robin's Nest, I got a couple little to-do-to-das, and it was really kind of neat. I appreciated it. I really did. So I really like this bag. This one was like $15, handmade, hand-stitched. She did a really great job on all of it. It's very professionally made, and I really like it. There's like a solid cording under there, so it holds its shape. Really nice, really nice. So, but when I got my project bag, she sent me some little fun things, which I really appreciated. I did. These were things that I did not purchase, and she sent them just as a hello and thank you for your business. So this is really cute. This is a, look at it. It's a little sheep holding mail in the snow. It looks like that one was really cute. And then this one is a saucy little raccoon with a backpack and boots. He's on his way to school. And then she sent me a couple light bulb stitch markers, which are in here, as you can see. And then this right here, oh, I dropped one. Oh my. I need to pay closer attention, don't I? And this is really cute. It's like a paper clip, and it's shaped like a little birdie. And I just think it's adorable. It is truly, truly adorable. And so she sent me that. And yeah, I do love it. So anyway, that was just little gifties that she sent that just made me smile, made me happy. So I think my I think my stitch marker must have fallen in my tote bag, which is good. So those are the things that I wanted to show you. I don't know if they are. Oh, thank you. So those slots like that are for the circular needles. Thank you. Patty, you are so smart. See, there we go. I need all the help that I can get because I'm just like, look at these cute little pockets. What? I don't know what they're for, and y'all are going to keep me straight. You really are. Thank you. Yes. Yes. I am. I'm set for some knitting. I'm using the yarn that I have. The only time that I will purchase a new yarn for knitting is if I have a specific project. I am not going to purchase a whole bunch of yarn with no pattern in mind. So it's my mindset is a little bit different for this knitting world than it is for the crochet world. Now, in the crochet world, I need all the yarn, and I need it all right now, and I need it in every color. Period. End of story. But for knitting, I'm finding that while I am using the yarn that I currently have, and I have used it for 4 projects so far now, and I may continue to do that in the future. But if I have a specific project like socks that I want to try and knit some socks, I will buy the sock yarn. And I'll tell you why, because apparently, I did not know this, but apparently, oh, let me see the deal that you got. Hold on. Let me look. Okay. Because like with sock yarn, it is a specific yarn. What do I want to say? It's like a percentage of the stretchy polyamide, and then they are really recommending wool because it breathes better. So it has to have a little bit of stretch to it. Otherwise, your sock will just like expand and it'll just stay there and it'll be all sloppy. It'll be a sloppy sock. You need to have that a little bit of elasticity in your sock in order to make it comfortable. And then you want to have a wool or something natural because then it will be breathable. Otherwise, if you use acrylic, your feet will get so hot. Now, this is what I'm reading, okay? This is what I'm reading. I'm like doing all this studying, so it's not personal knowledge that I'm sharing with you. It is knowledge that I have gleaned from all of the people that I have been watching. So for that, I will definitely get sock yarn. Now, the good news is sock yarn is not that expensive. Some of the sock yarn, you have to buy 2 balls of yarn in order to get 2 socks out of it. And you definitely want 2 socks. But, you know, I don't know. And then some of it gives you a big enough hank or skein or ball to do 2 socks. So that's good. But you have to know, you have to know how much it's going to take to make a sock. So let's take a look, Miguel. Let's see. Okay, Miguel says, I had an idea to put up egg garland on the outside of the coop, on the eaves of the roof, not elves. Michael's has a nice on sale 6-foot at $24.99, but 60% off. Then I had a coupon emailed me for 30% off total purchases, including sale items. Then he got his 15% off teacher discount. Wow. That's amazing, Miguel. Oh my goodness. Did they pay you to take that egg garland? I'm thinking maybe they might have had to. I'm not sure. So the garland has all natural color eggs. It's awesome. And oh, nice. Nice. So Patty says, I'm a yarn addict. Yes, well, me too. Me too. I have been drooling over a lot of this yarn, and yeah, I'm not. I haven't bought any except from Wool Warehouse for a very specific project in crochet. So I don't know. Oh my. So knitting is going well. I'm enjoying the process, but I'm also enjoying the project itself. So, what do they say? Are you a process person in knitting, right? They're like, are you a process person or are you a project person? Is that what they say? Process or project? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Process person or project person. Let's see. Okay. So, a process person refers to someone who focuses on the structured approach and plans that guide a project. Um, and process plus performance equal project success. So, is that what they're saying? Are they? Let's see. The difference between process person. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it was interesting, and apparently it's a thing. Like people who buy yarn for a specific project, or if you just want to enjoy the experience. And I kind of want to enjoy the experience, and I do like that I'm getting projects out of it, but I'm not using any of the projects because um, honestly, I'm kind of hoarding all the projects and I'm like stacking them up so that I can say, these are all the projects that I made this year, including my very first wonky dishcloth. I'm still saving that. And then my next dishcloth, I've got that with it. And then the next thing was the Sophie scarf, which I need to block because it's way too small. And I was thinking, oh gosh, I did something wrong. It's way too small. But now I find out that I need to block it and it will like expand it a little bit. So I hope that it expands it a little bit to make it able to go around my neck. So, hey, Calm Crochet for Beginners, how are you? Today is my knitting Saturday. And so every Saturday we talk about knit. And so yeah, those are the knitting essentials that I have gotten. Now, here's a question to you. I'm thinking about, okay, so I only have 3, now that I'm thinking about it, I only have 3 sizes of the cables for the really tiny cables, right? And they were saying to use 9-inch cables. So I'm wondering if I use the smaller needles, the same size, like 2.75 or whatever size they are saying to use for the gauge, and then use a longer cable, and then use the longer needles and a shorter cable. I wonder if I can get the same effect and have 2 socks going at the same time, or should I buy a standalone cable? I don't know. Ooh. Oh my, look at that. Patty says, I've kept track of yarn used since December. I'm at 10 and a half miles used. Wow. That's amazing, Patty. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. You have gone 10 and a half miles of yarn. Hi, Catherine. How are you, dear? It's good to see you. Very good to see you. So, yeah, it's good to see everyone. So, Patty has yarned for 10 and a half miles so far this year, and that is just into the 3rd month of the year. So I don't know how far in December you started. Did you start at the beginning or at the end? But so either way, it could be 3 or 4 months of tracking. It's amazing. So yeah, that once I get this completed, I'm not sure what my next project is going to be. See, I thought I was going to make another Sophie scarf, and I didn't start it because I wanted to do this shawl. And I really, really thought that I could do this shawl without having a mistake. But I did do a little mistake on the expansion side. And I know I got distracted. That was around the time that I was showing my daughter-in-law how to knit, and I handed it to her, but it was in the middle of a row. So this has nothing to do with her. But I think what happened was I got so excited for her learning to knit, and she was doing really well, that I kind of like my mind went, woo, and it kind of had a party. And then I forgot to do the expansion on that one side. And so it kind of made it go in a little bit. But the good news is that I'm going to have it wrapped around my neck, and that side is going to be, up around the neck. And then I'm going to bring that around and tuck it in or whatever. And so it's probably not going to be seen. And then also when I block it, maybe I can like pull that out a little bit and block it so that it doesn't get, okay. Patty says mid-December, try knitting a hat. Ooh, so I did start the Ross beanie. Remember? I don't know if you remember the Ross beanie. And I have it halfway finished, and it got to where I needed to put the DPNs in. Never did it. So I have the DPNs that I bought for that project, but I never went any further. I did that while my husband was in the hospital. And then once he was discharged and we got home, things were very busy taking care of him from the hospital, home health nurses, getting him back up to speed after that thing. And I never picked that knitting back up. So I have it. It's right over there. I have it. And I never finished the Ross hat. I made a lot of mistakes on there, and I was very tight knitter with that one. I can tell. I can really tell. And I remember feeling the stress of like knitting really tight, and I was having to push the needle with my fingers, and it got like my fingers got little indentations in them. I remember that. So now the way I'm knitting now, I am totally relaxed, and I am not using my fingers, and I'm not getting those little indentations. I'm not getting any pains in my fingers from manipulating the needle points with whatever, I'm actually just knitting. So yeah. That's my story. I'm going to stick to it. Oh dear. So, yeah, that was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. Um the very first project that I ever did was when I was in high school, and my teacher was showing me how to make a little baby sweater, and it was so cute. It was really so cute. And I was making really good progress. I mean, I even impressed myself right now, right? With how far along I got, because I don't remember any of the rules that she told me from when she was teaching me, but I remember following along, and I remember knitting and feeling pretty accomplished, actually, pretty accomplished. So, and she was the type of teacher that made me do my own work. So she didn't take it from me and like whip up a couple rows. I did all of it. Um, so yeah, yeah. Anyway, I that was my first project, and then a couple times in between, I picked up needles and started knitting, but never even finished a whole lot of it. Didn't really enjoy the process. Then I did, excuse me, the Ross hat a few years ago. Never finished it, but here I am, knitting and finishing projects, and I'm feeling really good. So if you are a crocheter and you have crocheted for a long time, and if you have even the tiniest inkling that maybe you want to learn, and I get it, because for the longest time I was like, I don't have time for that. I don't have blah, blah, blah. I mean, I just had no interest in it whatsoever. And I think the thing that really finally like clicked in me was The Game of Wool, and which was a horrible show, by the way. It was a horrible show. The judges were horrible. Yeah, they were horrible. The contestants, bless their heart, I mean, they really didn't, it was just not fair to them, I felt like, you know, I really feel that way. The projects that they were given were not, they were not good projects, and they were not well thought out projects. And they were given a disadvantage, I believe. I think it would have been better if it was a game of wool and they needed to show their skill, then maybe they should have been able to show their skill in certain stitches or certain swatches or something like that, so then they could gauge the work and the color or whatever. But instead they gave them these outlandish projects. Like one of them was to cover a sofa, and another one was to create a beach chair, and it had to be sturdy enough that somebody could sit in it. And I don't know, it was just, yeah, it was crazy projects. Um, a couple of them were good. A couple of them were, they had to design a sweater. Well, I mean, they had 20 hours to get this sweater going. Um, and then they were judged for if they didn't finish, or if, there were mistakes, or if the design element wasn't completed in time, and blah, blah, blah. And what a disadvantage for them. But the thing that it did do was pique my interest in knitting. So, and more importantly, it really piqued my interest in like the Fair Isle knitting with the sweaters and all of that. And like, I just finally, for like almost the first time in my life, but not really because I've seen them before, but it opened my eyes to the beauty of the Fair Isle knitting sweaters, the hats, the scarves, all of that. It just opened my eyes to the beauty of it, which then made me want to knit. And so here I am. I have no intention right now of doing a Fair Isle knit because I know how complicated it can be. And then you have to do the short carries and all of this stuff. And I am not able to do that right now. That is definitely an experienced knitter pattern. So right now I'm just having fun wallowing in the beginner side. And thank you for coming along with me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next Saturday. And hopefully, maybe I'll have this shawl completed by then. Who knows? I don't know what life is going to throw at me in the meantime, but I hope that you have a great week. And listen, tomorrow, early evening, late afternoon, we're going to go live with Aloha Crochet with Naomi. And so it's Naomi and Tanya and I, and we're going to go live for 2 hours from 4 to 6 Eastern Standard Time on Aloha Crochet with Naomi channel. And so I hope that you come over there and check us out. We have a lot of fun. We do a lot of laughing, and we're silly. We are, but you'll enjoy it. And so until then, stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And I will see you next time. Bye.